Ladies and gentlemen, it's time now for us to extend our warmest welcome to our distinguished top achievers of Ananda College Group of 83. We now joyfully welcome Mr. Bimal Prasanna Vijay Singha with his spouse, Mrs. Romain Vijay Singha. We also welcome Captain Nirmal Priyanta Silva, who is here with his spouse, Mrs. Shyama Silva. And we have Mr. Saman Shri Ratnaika with his spouse, Mrs. Taranga Ratnaika. We are happy to know the presence of our top achievers in our midst, ladies and gentlemen. And as they join us now, can we please put our hands together as we welcome them to our function here this evening. A very, very warm welcome to our top achievers as well as your spouses and your family members who have joined you. In addition, we also have a few other dignitaries in our midst, ladies and gentlemen, including Mr. Dushmanta Karannagoda, who is the immediate past president of the Ananda College Old Boys Association. We also have Mr. Sujiva Ratmahal, who is joint secretary, Ananda College Old Boys Association. And we have Mr. Yasas Arya Ratna, joint secretary, Ananda College Old Boys Association. So on that note, as we welcome our top achievers as well as our various dignitaries into our midst, I welcome all of you as well, ladies and gentlemen, and may I now invite you to please take your seats. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to each of you yet again to the Felicitation ceremony of top achievers organized by Ananda College Group of 83. Ladies and gentlemen, we are delighted to, of course, acknowledge in our midst our three top achievers, including Mr. Bimal Prasanna Vijay Singha, Captain Nirmal Priyanta Silva, and Mr. Saman Shri Ratnaika. And as our evening progresses, we will, of course, hear more about their fabulous achievements. But before we begin with our ceremony here, ladies and gentlemen, as is customary for us as Anandians, we would like to start off this function with the college anthem. So may I request us all to please rise as we have the college anthem of Ananda College. Please remain standing. Ladies and gentlemen, we would now like to observe a respectful 1-minute silence to remember all the members of our batch who have passed away, as well as the Anandians who have sacrificed their lives for the country. So may I request us all to please remain standing as we observe a 1-minute silence in their honor. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may please take your seats now. Once again, a very good evening to all of you and a warm welcome to the Felicitation ceremony of top achievers organized by the Ananda College Group of 83. My name is Trishma Pinto and it's my pleasure to be your host here this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, our special event organized here today is a wonderful occasion for all of our members of the batch of 83 to come together. And that is, of course, all of you here in the audience. You're coming together today in celebration and in joy as we honor, recognize, as well as felicitate 3 of our dearly beloved batchmates who have risen to eminence in their own respective spheres. Now, gentlemen, your group of 83 joined school way back in 1971. And from the ages of 6 upwards, you have known each other and you have grown together, playing in your class as little boys, participating in sports and school activities as teenagers, and then even long after graduation, you have kept in touch and maintained this vital connection. So over 5 decades of friendship and brotherhood, You have been there for each other through life's ups and downs. And you have, along the way, forged special memories as well as celebrated key milestones. And today, this evening, is yet another occasion for all of you to form a memorable part of your valuable and long-standing friendship. Now, your alma mater, Ananda College, has played a vital role in the formation of your personalities and in the contribution towards your success. So this evening, we gather here to honor 3 of our school batch's illustrious individuals who have achieved prominence in their spectrums of leadership. And these 3 exemplary top achievers we will be on today include the president of the Ananda College Old Boys Association, who is Mr. Bimal Prasanna Vijay Singha. We will also be honoring the Harbour Master of Sri Lanka, Captain Nirmal Priyantha Silva, and we'll also be honoring the Commissioner General of Elections Sri Lanka, Mr. Saman Sri Ratnayaka. As we acknowledge the presence of our top achievers here, ladies and gentlemen, can we please once again put our hands together as we congratulate and commend them for their outstanding feats. Yes, indeed. It's going to be a fantastic evening together, and as this event progresses, we will be sure to pay tribute to the success of the top achievers in style. But before we get into any of the proceedings for this evening, first and foremost, as we commence this special event together, we would like to start off by extending a warm welcome to each of you for giving us the gift of your presence here today. And to now officially deliver the welcome address, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in inviting to the lectern the president of the Ananda College Old Boys Association Group of 83. Let's put our hands together for Mr. Lalit De Silva.
Good evening. Thank you to all of you who joined with us in this evening. And I would like to invite and welcome the principal of Ananda College, Mr. Lal Disanayaka, the top achievers of Old Anandians 83 group, past president of Ananda College All Boy Association, Mr. Dushmanta Karanagoda, office bearers of ACOBA and the College All Boy Association, special invitees, 83 EXCO members, past presidents of Old Anandians 83 group, dear batchmates of 83 group, and ladies and gentlemen. Today marks a special day for Old Anandians 83 group to contribute an extremely important evening to facilitate top achievers among the achievers. Today, when I'm looking at the esteemed growing personalities in front of me, I see only the sense of deep commitment, hard work, and determination. Before we carry out with this event, I would like to give my regards and appreciation to all of you who made this occasion a reality and this entity of 83 group well functioning. We all are part of this college due to our shared passion for the vision of the institution. Our passion unites us, and our hard work strengthen our college day by day. On that note, let me introduce and welcome our star guest of this elegant evening, Mr. Bimal Vijay Singha, appointed as Executive President of Ananda College All Boy Association, Mr. Saman Ratnayaka, appointed as Commissioner General of Election Commission, and Captain Nirmal Silva, appointed as Chief Harbour Master of Sri Lanka Port Authority. Ladies and gentlemen, please give them a round of applause. Without further delay, I hereby open the occasion and enjoy yourself. Good luck, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much to Mr. Lalit De Silva for your very warm welcome to our gathering, setting the tone for a very celebratory evening to follow. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, we would now like to commence this splendid evening by presenting before you a resplendent traditional dance performance, adding both grace and charm to our occasion. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's now welcome to the floor the wonderful performers from Sway Dancers. Let's put our hands together as we welcome our dancers. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was a very graceful and exquisite opening dance act, helping us to begin this lovely evening on an enthralling note. Ladies and gentlemen, today on the occasion of our felicitation ceremony, a distinguished invitee who has enriched our gathering with his presence is Mr. Lal Disanaika, who is the principal of Ananda College, and we now have the privilege of listening to our principal's esteemed thoughts on this occasion. So ladies and gentlemen, can we please welcome the principal of Ananda College, Mr. Lal Disanaika.
සුබ සන්ධ්‍යාවක් සියලු දෙනාටම. ආනන්ද විද්‍යාලය 83 ආදී ආනන්දේ කණ්ඩායම විසින් අද දින සංවිධානය කරනු ලබන මෙම ඇගීම් උත්සව අවස්ථාවට ආරාධනා කිරීම පිළිබඳ පළවෙනි මම ස්තුතිවන්ත වෙනවා. ඒ වගේම ආනන්ද විද්‍යාලය අපි දන්නවා වෙනම සම්ප්‍රදායක් වෙනම අනන්‍ය වූ ලක්ෂණ වලින් හැබි පාසලක්. එවැනි පාසලක ආදි ආනන්දයේ කණ්ඩායමක් වශයෙන් අද දවසේ ඇගයුම් ලබන ආදි ආනන්දයේ මව් සංගමේ සභාපති බිමල් විජේසිංහ මහත්මයා ඒ වගේම වරාය අධිකාරියේ කැප්ටන් නිමල් ප්‍රියන්ත සිල්වා මහත්මයා ඒ වගේම මැතිවරණ කොමසාරිස් සමන් ශ්‍රී රත්නායක මහත්මයා යන ත්‍රිත්වය මේ පිදුම ලබන අවස්ථාවේ එය මා සලකන්නේ අධ්‍යාපන පාසලේ ගෞරවනීය චරිත තුනක් කෙරෙහි කරනු ලබන ඇගීමක් වශයෙන්. ඇතෙන්ම අපි බෞද්ධ පාසලක් විදිහට මේ ඇගීම් ලැබීම වගේම ඇගීමට සඳහා අවශ්‍ය ඒ කටයුතු සංවිධානය කිරීමත් ඉතා වැදගත් වෙනවා. ඒ නිසා මම හිතන්නේ විද්‍යාලයේ කීර්ති නාමයට ඒ වගේම ආදී ආනන්දියන් වශයෙන් මේ සමාජයට කරනු ලබන කාර්යය අලලා මේ කරනු ලබන ඇගීම පිළිබඳව මාගේ සතුටත් ඒ වගේම ඒ පිළිබඳ විද්‍යාලයේ විදුහල්පතිවර වශයෙන් මාගේ උණුසුම් සුබපැතුම් ලබා දීමට මේ අවස්ථාව කරගන්නවා. ඉතින් මේ අවස්ථාවේ හදිසියේ ලැබුණු මේ කෙටි ඇමතීම සම්බන්ධයෙන් නැවත ස්තුති කරමින් අද දිනේ Felicitate ඇගීම් ලබන ඒ දිනටම විද්‍යාල වෙනුවෙන් මගේ උණුසුම් සුබපැතුම් ලබා දෙනවා. බොහොමත්ම ස්තුතියි.
Thank you very much to Mr. Lal Disanaika, our principal, for offering your best wishes to our top achievers, and we're indeed honored by your presence and your participation here this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, we are now all set to commence the felicitation of our top achievers tonight. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, in this very hall, we have with us three of our batchmates who we are very proud to call as one of our own, and they have gone on to attain extraordinary success in their spheres of influence. These individuals who we will be recognizing today are inspiring high achievers, and their accolades definitely deserve to be acknowledged, to be applauded, as well as to be awarded. And what better audience than this gathering of childhood friends, of classmates and brothers to pay tribute to the magnificent accomplishments of these outstanding individuals. So on that note, let's now officially get started with the felicitation of these three top achievers. So the first top achiever that we will be honoring today, ladies and gentlemen, is the president of the Ananda College Old Boys Association, Mr. Bimal Prasanna Vijayasinghe. As the president of the Ananda College Old Boys Association, Mr. Bimal Vijayasinghe has attained the highest position an old Anandian can achieve in an affiliate entity of the college other than becoming the principal of the college. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin by presenting before you a special clip showcasing glimpses of the life and the accomplishments of Mr. Bimal Vijayasinghe. So let's take a look. Well, yes, ladies and gentlemen, there we had it, a special video highlighting the key milestones and memorable moments of Mr. Bimal Vijay Singha. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to officially offer the felicitation address for Mr. Bimal Vijay Singha, it's my pleasure to invite on stage the Group Director, IMS Holdings, Mr. Samitha Senviratna. Let's put our hands together as we welcome him.
Good evening. The Principal of Ananda College, Mr. Lal Dissanayaka, the Executive President, the Joint Secretaries of Ananda College All Boys Association, and also the past presidents of Ananda College All Boys Association who are present here, the President and the members of the Executive Committee of All Anandians 83 Group, and distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Let me take the privilege and honor in introducing yet another distinguished all boy to this audience who happens to be from our vintage. This gentleman was born on 7th December 1964 to a well-respected parents and was blessed with one brother who is elder to him. Having spent his childhood very peacefully, which we don't have any records of, he entered Ananda College in 1971 and continued his association until 1983. During his time at Ananda, he has had equal interests in extracurricular activities both on-field and in-house. As a result of his achievements, he was appointed as a junior prefect and later elevated as a senior prefect of the then Board of Prefects. He has had an illustrious career and performance in relation to athletics, mainly spanning from 1971 to 1983. Just to pick a few of the milestones therein, he was the captain of Gamunu House, which was my house as well. And in 1982, he was the vice captain of the athletic team as well. So, and he has represented college and brought glory in high jump and triple jump events in zonal, junior nationals, senior nationals, and public school events. Apart from athletics, he has also taken a keen interest in playing hockey, which he engaged from 1976 to 1982, where he represented college in junior nationals as well. And this gentleman has made no mistake in sparing his time during his college days, not only in athletics and hockey, but also in other outdoor events. The classic example of that is he played for junior basketball team in 76 and 77. And also was a member of the scout troop on the same era. He also had a stint in Ananda College Police Cadet Platoon from 77-78 as a senior cadet, and also in the Army Cadet Platoon in 77 and 78. Having spent most of the time on the field, this gentleman has also been able to take part in some of the societal activities at Ananda College, like for example, Ananda Nuvana Samaja, the Buddhist Association, and also in the Commerce Society as a very active, prominent member. Now, having said all that, all these factors justify that his ability in time management, perseverance, and commitment to the task. But again, I must tell you, perhaps there would have been other compulsion and indirect motivations, etc., at that time, which we are not aware of, with proof to be shared, unfortunately. Having completed his school career with a lot of significant milestones and achievements, he started yet another new chapter when he became a member of the Ananda College All Boys Association in 1984, just after leaving college, which is very important and notable. And he continued his membership till 1999, and in 2000, he was elected as a member of the Executive Committee for the first time, and he maintains that stature even to date. Thereafter, he was appointed as a member of the Management Committee of Ananda College All Boys Association in 2001, and thereafter this gentleman has held various positions in the Management Committee strata, starting off as an Assistant Joint Secretary for 3 years, and then as a Joint Secretary, then as a vice president for 7 years, and ended up as the deputy president in 2019, 20, and 2021. Currently, he is the executive president of the Ananda College All Boys Association. There are notable and quotable projects and events he has shouldered during his time with Ananda College All Boys Association, and thereby I would like to name a few to explain the length and breadth of his involvement with ACOBA. He worked as a secretary to the Ananda Affinity Credit Card Project in 2004 and project secretary to Kularatna Auditorium Renovation Project in 2006 and project chairman for Ananda Mithusara in 2014 and Sonia Committee chairman Ananda Walk 2012 and project chairman Ananda Jaffna Hindu College Annual Sports Festival in 2015 and project chairman Trailblazer for 2020, which has been one of the pioneering fundraising event that we have had. And Batter the Maroons joined Big Match Organizing Committee as the chief organizer in 2012 up to 2016 and deputy chairman 2017 and 19, and currently he is the chairman of that committee as well. So this goes without saying that this gentleman has made his mark in the pedigree of Ananda College All Boys Association, so he needs no exaggeration for one to consider why he should not be recognized. Apart from his involvements both in school and out of school, he has been able to steer clear his life achievements on the professional employment career as well. So that's also notable. After leaving school, he joined Mercantile Credit in 1983 and had a very short stint there before moving to George Stewart's in 1984, and he worked through 1985. And he was attached to the consumer division, starting a career in marketing. Thereafter, he joined Nestle Lanka PLC in 1985 and continued with an unblemished career till 2019. Starting off as a sales supervisor and ended up being the head of national sales operation, which is one of the very senior appointments, would justify his dedication, once again, perseverance and commitment to the job he was entrusted. During his tenure with Nestle's, he won the gold medal for 3 consecutive years for the Best Team Award in SAR region, and also many national and regional awards connected to sales and marketing achievements. After 34 years of service with Nestle's, he joined Bestie Beverages Private Limited, which is a member of the Browns Group, in 2019 as the head of commercial, covering both sales and marketing again. Thereafter, he was elevated as the CEO of the same company CEO of the same company and been carrying on that duty till date. In order to support these career achievements, he acquired the necessary backup professional qualifications that anybody might think of, like the diploma in management, diploma in marketing, and diploma in sales management. To talk about a bit about his personal life, I think it's important at this juncture, having spent time at school, then time with ACOBA, and time at various career developments and the work environments. He's happily married to Romain and blessed with 2 sons who are also budding old Anandians as well. One already graduated from the University of Sri Jayawardhanapura, and the other one is still an undergraduate in the same university. But having said all these, ladies and gentlemen, achievements in athletics, hockey, basketball, scout, one might wonder that this gentleman might look like as Carl Lewis or Usain Bolt, etc. in that caliber. But he has been smart enough to manage his physique, right? His physique, by adding a balance of professional touch so that he could be a mix of all. So with that note, I would like to very humbly make my tribute to none other than our incumbent president of the Ananda College All Boys Association, Mr. Bimal Vijay Singh. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Mr. Samita Senaviratne, for your message highlighting the wonderful accomplishments of Mr. Bimal Vijay Singh and, of course, shedding light on all of his exceptional performance right from the school days to his career. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for us to present the Felicitation Memento to Mr. Bimal Vijay Singha. And to do the honors of this presentation, I'd like to invite to please join us here on the floor the principal of Ananda College, Mr. Lal Disanaika, accompanied by the president of the Ananda College Old Boys Association Group of 83, Mr. Lalit De Silva. I invite the two gentlemen to please join us right now as we have the wonderful memento being brought forward as well. And with that, let's now welcome as well the president of the Ananda College Old Boys Association. Let's put our hands together for Mr. Bimal Prasanna Vijay Singha. Here we have it, the president of the Old Boys Association of Ananda College. Once again, Mr. Bimal Vijay Singha. And on that note, as we thank the principal, Mr. Bimal, we would like to invite you to please share a few thoughts with us this evening.
Good evening, all of you. Permission from the principal of Ananda College, Mr. Lal Disanaika, past presidents of Ananda College All Boys Association, Mr. Isuru Samarasinghe, Mr. Asoka Karunaratna, and Mr. Dushmanta Karanaguda, and joint secretaries of the organization, Sujivaratma Lisilla and Yasasrandunu Ariyaratna, and president of 83 group, my dear friend Lalit De Silva, and the able executive committee members of 83 group. I think this is a very special day today. I know I was elected as executive president of the Ananda College All Boys Association exactly 12 months before. That's happened in last year, March. I think same day you all have organized a reception for us. So entire family was there. Like today you all have invited my family. Thank you very much for that invitation, and also I must thank for this memento. This is not an easy thing to organize such event, especially in this situation, but still for all, you all managed to do the honor, not only for me, even my two friends, Nirmal and Saman. I think I thank entire organizing committee and the members of 83 group for organizing this gala event. Thank you very much once again. Have a nice evening. Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you very much to Mr. Bimal Vijay Singha for sharing your thoughts here with us, and also for placing on record your appreciation to everybody who has helped make this felicitation ceremony possible. I'm sure everybody in the audience agrees with me when I say that the group of 83 is indeed proud of having the Old Boys Association president from this very batch. Now, before we move into our next felicitation, ladies and gentlemen, we have in store for all of you yet another interesting dance performance, a feast for your eyes and ears, I have to say, because our dancers are all ready to enthrall us with the magnificent beats of a brilliant Bollywood act. And I'm told they're going to make their entry in style, so we will give them a few seconds to join us in here. They will be joining us in a very brief moment or two indeed. And as we wait for the dancers to join us right here on the floor, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you agree that tonight has been a wonderful occasion for all of us to come together. I'm sure many of you are looking and meeting and mingling with each other after quite some time in a formal setting such as this, because I'm told that because of COVID, you've had not too many events to get together. So therefore, I'm sure it's been a great delight to see some of your old friends after quite some time indeed, and to rekindle your childhood memories and relive them here together. Of course, right after the official proceedings, you will have plenty of time to do so over cocktails and dinner and fellowship as well. So there's a lot of opportunity to bring back old memories together, and of course, remember all the pranks and all the mischief you all created when you were in school. Saying that, ladies and gentlemen, I do hope we do have our dancers joining us. They are traveling from another floor to be here with us this evening. So we will give them a couple of seconds as they make their way down, because we do not want to miss out on this performance. The dancers have been organized in order to enrich the splendor and glory of the celebration here this evening. And so we definitely want to have the next dance performance joining us very shortly. Meanwhile, I also have to say, ladies and gentlemen, that not just do we have an audience right here in the hall, but I'm sure it'll be interesting for you to know that we have a live audience joining us on YouTube. So there are people on YouTube watching this event right now. And if you have friends, classmates, batchmates who are abroad, who would like to join in the fun and entertainment for today, you can ask them to go on the official link. I believe it's on the YouTube channel of Friday Entertainment. If you press Friday Entertainment and check the YouTube channel, the live stream as we speak is happening right now. So if you would like to share that link with your friends, your batchmates, you are more than welcome to do so. Okay. Well, I'm told we will need a little bit of a delay for the dance performance. So with that, we will now move into our next felicitation, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the next top achiever we will be honoring today is the Harbour Master of Sri Lanka, Captain Nirmal Priyantha Silva. And as the Harbour Master of the Sri Lanka Ports Authority, Captain Nirmal Silva has attained the highest professional maritime position as a mariner of Sri Lanka can reach. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we would now like to present before you a special video clip showcasing the glimpses of the life and the accomplishments of Captain Nirmal Silva. Let's take a look. Ladies and gentlemen, can we please put our hands together for Captain Nirmal Silva? Yes, indeed. Those were a key pictures of milestones and memorable moments in Captain Nirmal Silva's life. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to officially deliver the felicitation address for Captain Nirmal Silva, it's my pleasure now to invite to the lectern the CEO of Shan Teas Private Limited, Major General Ruwan Wanigasurya, VSV, USP, NDU, USA, CGSE, retired. So we now have Major General Ruwan Wanigasurya joining us. Let's put our hands together for Major General Ruwan Wanigasurya.
Good evening, everybody. Mr. Lal Disanayaka, Principal of Anand College, past Presidents of All Boys Association, Mr. Isuru Samarasinghe, Mr. Asoka Karunaratne, and of course, Mr. Dushpanta Karannagoda just left, so I'd like to recognize him too. Three top achievers of our class of 83 that we felicitate tonight: Mr. Bimal Vijay, the current President of the OBA, Captain Nirmal Silva,
the Harbour Master of Sri Lanka, and Mr. Saman Sri Ratnayaka, the Commissioner General of Elections, Sri Lanka. Incumbent Joint Secretaries of the OBA, and the leader of our pack, the President of the Group of 83, Mr. Lalit De Silva, all sons of Ananda College who are joining us physically here as well as virtually online from far distant corners of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening once again to all of you. As we all know, we are gathered here today to celebrate the achievements and felicitate three great Anandians. Being a member of the class of 83, I am humbled for having this opportunity to introduce one of the top achievers, a mariner, an administrator, a true leader and a professional, and above all, a great human being and a true friend, Captain Nirmal Silva. There is one verse in Dhammapada that any Anandian can relate to, and that's where we derive our college motto from. Appamado amatapadam, pamado machuno padam. I am not going to recite the whole verse because this is not the occasion for that. However, why I reminded that is to remind all of you that Captain Karunanayaka Michael Nirmal Priyantha Silva, the Harbour Master of Sri Lanka, is a true Anandian who uphold that motto of our alma mater, Appamado Amatapadam. He is a top achiever in any measure that you measure him. And please allow me to defend my position now. The life journey of this humble top achiever began on 11th October 1965 in Ragama. His father, Mr. Michael Silva, and mother, Mrs. Monica Silva, gave this young boy, not so young now, Nirmal, the soft skills that made him this maritime giant that we all celebrate today. Being the elder brother to two siblings, sister Miss Dulani Silva and brother Mr. Channa Silva, Nirmal began developing his leadership skills at a very young age. No, don't misunderstand. I'm not telling that he was a bully. He was a leader. The initial years at the D. Masonet College, Kandana from 1971 to 1975, I'm sure did lay the foundation for what followed. After joining Ananda College in 1976, he began shining with numerous achievements as a bright young spark. Nirmal was a member of the college police cadet platoon that won the IGP's trophy at the All Islands as the All Islands Best Platoon in 1981 under then Cadet Sergeant Nilakshan Pereira. Nirmal was also a member of the college prefects board from 1982 to 1984. It's very interesting. Nirmal's career began on a unique 14 as a cadet officer in the Merchant Navy on the same day that he left the college, that is Friday, 8th June 1984. On that, if I may say so, fateful day, Nirmal came to school just as all of us did, to study, most of all to have fun. Having received the appointment letter on that day by noon, Nirmal joined the training ship Lanka Kalyani of Ceylon Shipping Corporation that same afternoon. It must have been a hectic day for him, but what a way to begin a long-standing career at sea. As I mentioned earlier, upholding the college motto, Nirmal never procrastinated on his career progress. The cadet officer graduated and gradually rose up to the rank of chief officer with Ceylon Shipping Corporation by year 1991. He obtained Master Class 1 license from Australia in 1992. And this budding mariner was then employed by, pardon me for my pronunciation, Nirmal, I may be pronouncing it wrong, but Riedre Nord Klaus E. Oldendorf Limited of Germany from 1993, and he continued his service in Germany until 2006. During this period of 13 years, he was in command for 10 years and took delivery of 3 new ships, which I believe is a significant achievement for any seafarer, especially for a ship captain. During the 22 years of service on board merchant ships, he has sailed on various types of vessels such as general cargo, container, roll-on, roll-off, bulk carriers, and has gained vast experience in ship and port operations throughout the world. As we all know by now, Nirmal sailed, crossed oceans, braved waves, braved rains, hurricanes, typhoons, and of course, I'm sure you enjoyed Nirmal. He enjoyed calm seas around the world, commanding his vessels. But like all of us have our heart, his heart was also here in Sri Lanka. So, in 2006, he returned. He returned to join Sri Lanka Ports Authority on November 2006 as a marine pilot, executive grade 1, senior level management. After a little over 10 years of service as a marine pilot, in January 2017, he was appointed as the senior deputy harbour master, being responsible for all ports across Sri Lanka. In December 2018, he was appointed as the harbour master of Sri Lanka, being responsible for all ports, plus all aids to navigation within Sri Lankan territorial waters. Nirmal is active, has been active in all spheres of engagements with a professional fervor. He's a life member of the Company of Master Mariners of Sri Lanka and has served as EXCO member, secretary, vice president, and finally as president from 2014 to 2017. He's also an associate fellow of the Nautical Institute and served as council member of Nautical Institute Sri Lanka branch from 2013. And in 2018, he was elected as the vice chairman of Nautical Institute Sri Lanka branch and plays an active role towards the success and development of the maritime services in Sri Lanka. He has not confined his professional interactions only to marine or maritime organizations. Being a life member of the Organization of the Professionals, since 2005, he has continually participated in numerous forums, playing active roles as a forum member, member of the Executive Council, representing maritime affairs, and so on. He also served as the Vice Chairman of Executive Council of the Mission to Seafarers. Ladies and gentlemen, our friend Nirmal has made history, not by achieving what he has achieved, way before that. He became the youngest to have ever obtained the Master Class 1 license from Australia at the tender age of 27 in 1992. He's also the youngest to be given the first command and became a captain with the German company, I don't dare to pronounce that name again, where he was employed for 13 years of his seagoing career. Although he left the college, in some cases earlier than us, at least in my case earlier than me, Nirmal, he remained very close to Ananda and has done his best for well-being of the college. He's an EXCO member and serves as vice president of the 83 group since 2011. Well, I would fail in my duty if I do not reveal
his secret of success. Captain Nirmal has a strong hand at the bridge of his personal life, his loving wife, Mrs. Shyama Silva. She has remained a strong wind on his sail as he braved the sea of life. Without the help of her able hands, especially to steady the ship in troubled times because you were abroad here and there, Nirmal would have found it hard to navigate in troubled waters of life that we all try to navigate as we go on. So Shyama, I pay tribute on behalf of all of us to you for helping Nirmal achieve the pinnacle of his career as harbour master. I would also like to pay our tribute to his loving son, Shyan Silva, who serves as the beacon that brightens his journey. Captain Nirmal Priyantha Silva is now serving the 38th year, long years, 38, in the shipping industry, and out of that, 22 years were at sea. Nirmal, you are a true seafarer, and we are so proud of you. We all wish, may you have following winds and calm seas as you continue to navigate the ship of life into a safe harbor where you will always remain the harbor master. All the best.
Thank you very much to Major General Ruan Manigasuriya for so wonderfully articulating the illustrious career achievements of Captain Nirmal Silva. With that, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for us to present the Felicitation Memento to Captain Nirmal Silva. And to do the honors of the presentation, I would like to invite the Principal of Ananda College to join us yet again, Mr. Lal Disanaika, accompanied by Joint Secretary of the Ananda College Old Boys Association Group of 83, Brigadier Mahinda Jayasinghe, retired. I now invite them to please join us as we put our hands together for our Principal. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, let's now welcome the Harbour Master of Sri Lanka, Captain Nirmal Priyantha Silva. There we have it. Captain Nirmal Priyantha Silva, we are so proud of you. And as we thank the Principal for doing the honors of the presentation, Captain Nirmal Silva, we'd like you to please address the gathering and share your thoughts.
Good evening, Principal of Ananda College, Mr. Lal Disanaika, past presidents of Old Anandians, Ananda College Old Boys Association, and the current president, my good friend Bimal, and the two joint secretaries, Sujiva and Yasas, executive committee of Old Anandians 83 group, Lalit and the colleagues, and my dear brothers, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to be here and in front of you all to be receiving this award. I really feel honored and privileged that I get to be recognized by my brothers, and I feel I know for the period since I achieved this, it is the brotherhood and the brothers and also my family members and relatives, those who feel more proud than me in me achieving this award. I should thank, starting from my parents and then my wife, like Ruan said, who backed my siblings and relatives, but then those at school who has supported me, and our brotherhood which kept going even when I was away. We kept our friendships and connections, and the way up, I would also like to say that in my batch of 7 cadets, we had 4 Anandians, 3 were from the 83 group. Gajaba Sirimana and Tusita Buddhadasa, all of you all know, they were also from 83 group. So I'm happy that I had the support from two other 83 group brothers, as well as one was from 82 batch, Daminda Samaranayaka. So it has been a long journey, and we have spoken about it, but as Ruan said, it's a proud moment to achieve this, and I'm really happy to say that coming to this position as Harbour Master, as the first Anandian, and for the information, I'm the 7th Sri Lankan, first Anandian. So I'm not a person who is proud, but I'm really proud to say that, to see how my brotherhood and all the relatives took it and appreciated in me getting there, and it gives strength to continue in this position. Just to say, because when I was appointed, there were a few of my batchmates, the colleagues who used to call and ask, what is this position? As you all know, this was not known to many other than those who were in the marine field and those who closely associated me. So they used to ask, what is this position? I think then during that time I did explain, but I think everyone in Sri Lanka came to know about this with the name of MV Express Pearl disaster. So I'm glad that people had different ideas, the public or the media tried to portray it in a different way. I'm glad, as you all know, you all gave me a lot of strength during those difficult days of that incident and subsequently. And I knew in my heart I have not done anything wrong, and that is how I have done my duties right throughout. So I was not worried at all. And after so much interrogation, investigations, it was revealed that there is nothing, no wrongdoing on my part. I just would like to share with my brotherhood. Thank you very much for the support, because so much support came to me during that time. People used to call, people used to come and speak, because that was, the pressure was so much at that time. Leaving aside, I would like to thank my teachers at my first school, as well as at Ananda, and then the friends who supported me and who gave me strength to achieve this, to go up, and my batchmates as well in the field. And big thank you to Ruan for all that, what you said. Thank you, Ruan, for the nice words which you spoke about me. And thank you very much for the 83 Group Exco. And it was a difficult situation, as you all know. In any 83 Group function, I am very much involved. And here this time it was a bit difficult to be involved, because they didn't want me to be there, because I am one of the persons who is getting felicitated today. But having organized this wonderful event, thank you very much for the Exco of 83 Group. And there are a lot of friends I know who, even though they are unable to participate, who are contributing in big way in assisting in funding this event. Thank you very much for all those who are joining us virtually from overseas, or even from Sri Lanka, not being able to take part physically. I also would like to mention, I think everyone would agree, it's today we are having close to 80 of our batchmates from 83 Group, which has been a rare occasion. Even during our dances, we had lesser numbers. So thank you very much for coming in numbers and showing your gratitude, your presence. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice evening. Thank you once again.
Thank you very much to Captain Nirmal Silva for sharing your thoughts and your appreciation for your brotherhood from the batch. And the group of 83 is indeed very proud of you. Ladies and gentlemen, before we move into our next presentation, I am informed that our dancers are ready, and let's hope that the wait has been worth it, because they are here now to delight us and to add some color to our evening with a Bollywood performance. So on that note, let's now put our hands together as we welcome our performers from Sway Dancers.
मुझ पे सुरूर है, असर तेरा ये जरूर है, तेरी नजर का कसूर है। पास तू क्यों दूर है, ये इश्क का जो फितूर है, नशे में दिल तेरे चूर है। अब तो होश ना खबर है, ये कैसा असर है, होश ना खबर है, ये कैसा असर है, तुमसे मिलने के बाद तुमसे मिलने के बाद सफर क्यों मीठा है फल। तू मेरा ख्वाब है, तू मेरे दिल का करार, देख ले जाने मन, देख ले बस एक बार। चैन खो गया है, कुछ तो हो गया है, चैन खो गया है, कुछ तो हो गया है, तुमसे मिलने के बाद तुमसे मिलने के बाद अब तो होश ना खबर है, ये कैसा असर है, होश ना खबर है, ये कैसा असर है, तुमसे मिलने के बाद तुमसे मिलने के बाद
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after that exuberant note, we are now ready to move on to the next felicitation for the evening. And the final top achiever that we will be honoring today, ladies and gentlemen, is the Commissioner General of Elections, Sri Lanka, Mr. Saman Sri Ratnayaka. As the Commissioner General of Elections Sri Lanka, Mr. Saman Ratnayaka has attained a position as a governmental department head, which is the 41st position in Sri Lanka government's bureaucratic hierarchy. Ladies and gentlemen, we would now like to present before you a special video clip highlighting his many achievements and his life's memories. So with that, let's take a look at this special video of Mr. Saman Ratnayaka. Can we please put our hands together for Mr. Saman Ratnayaka? Well, ladies and gentlemen, on that note, now officially deliver the felicitation address for Mr. Saman Ratnayaka. It's my pleasure to invite to the lectern the Joint Secretary of the Anand College Old Boys Association Group of 83. Let's welcome Major General Adipa Tilakaratna, PSC, retired. A loud round of applause for him, ladies and gentlemen.
The Principal, Ananda College, Lal Disanayaka. Our chief guests today, my colleagues, Mr. Saman Sri Ratnayaka, Mr. Bimal Vijayasinghe, Mr. Nirmal Silva, and their beloved spouses and parents of Mr. Nirmal Silva. Immediate past presidents of Anand College Old Boys Association, Mr. Dushmanta Karanagoda, past president of Anand College Old Boys Association, Mr. Isru Samarasinghe, joint secretaries of Anand College Old Boys Association, president of Anand College Old Boys Association 83 Group, Mr. Lalit De Silva, my dear colleagues of 83 Group, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Mr. Mudian Selage Kumudu Saman Sri Ratnayaka, popularly known as Saman Ratnayaka among us, was born on 14 November 1965 to Mr. R.M. Gunasekara and Mr. P.S.C. Ratnayaka, a respected family in Mount Lavinia. He spent his preparatory ages in Mount Lavinia and schooled in Henapara Kanishta Vidyalaya, presently Lalit Atulat Mudli Madhya Mahavidyalaya at Mount Lavinia. Being an active child, he had been a leading athlete in the Henapara Kanishta Vidyalaya. With the passing of grade 5 school scholarships in 1975, in 1976, he joined our alma mater, Anand College, as many of us here. Apart from being a very clever student and excelled in studies throughout at the college, he had been very active in extracurricular activities and involved in a number of sports as well. He had started his extracurricular activities in Scouts and then had clinched into the Army cadetting, in which he was a leading junior cadet, and one of the D'Souza Cup winning junior cadet in 1978. Whilst engaging in many other sports, such as swimming and athletics, he had been involved in almost all sports except swimming and athletics in college days. His next mainstay had been police cadetting and table tennis, which he excelled in representing police cadetting platoon and the college table tennis team in many all-island tournaments. He had been involving in extracurricular activities, club activities as well in same vigor, and was an active member of many clubs in the school, where his greatest attachment was to College Baudh Sangamaya and Vanija Vidya Sangamaya, where he was the secretary of 4 years, 1982 and 1983. After passing O-levels, he selected the commerce stream, and with the good results obtained in A-levels, he was selected to University of Sri Jawaharlanapura in 1985. In University too, he continued his legacy left from college and became good badminton player, representing the university in Sri Lankan University Games in years 1987 and 1989. After successful academic pursuance at the University of Jawaharlanapura, he graduated in Bachelor's of Science in public administration with honors in merit pass in 1991. After graduation, he commenced his professional career by joining an executive assistant to the Board of Investment in 1995. Then became the turn of his event where he was lucky to being selected to Sri Lanka Administrative Service and recruited to the service in 1995. In 1997, after initial training at the Sri Lanka Administrative Service, he began his administrative service career as the Assistant Divisional Secretary to Uwa Parnagama Divisional Secretariat in Norel District, and was in Uwa Parnagama for 3 years, from 1997 to 2000. Then became the Assistant Commissioner, Department of Agrarian Service in Badulla in 2001, and Assistant Commissioner of Election in Nuwara in 2004 until 2010. There is a period where he cut his teeth in Sri Lankan election administration. Then it had been the business of election throughout until to date, holding the appointments of Senior Assistant Commissioner of Elections Nuwara in 2001, Deputy Commissioner of Elections in Kandy in from 2011 to 2015 for 4 years, Deputy Commissioner of Elections Administration in Election Commission Colombo. From then, his employment had been in Election Commission Colombo throughout to date. Next was the Additional Commissioner of Elections, Western Province, from 2016 to 2017, Additional Commissioner of Election, Local Government, from 2017 to 2019, Additional Commissioner of Elections, Legal and Investment, from 2018 to 2019, again 2 years, and Secretary, Delimitation Commission of Sri Lanka, and special appointment he held limiting the boundaries of Sri Lankan election map from 2017 to 2019 for 3 years. Then from 2019 March onwards, he was the Commissioner General of Elections in Sri Lanka, where he had been the guardian of democracy in Sri Lanka, ensuring our civil rights are being looked after, and he became the 41st. He hold the 41st position of the government bureaucratic protocol, where he being the 41st citizen of the Sri Lanka, in which President being the first citizen of the country. During this entire period in Election Commission and the administrative service, he was lucky to gain many skills training for his profession in local and abroad. In 2003, he went to Thailand as soil and gully erosion management in watersheds, Asian technology in Thailand. Then 2015, he went to Indonesia for the training in local government election observation. 2016, water education for inclusive information and ethical participation program in India. Then went to China in conference on public administration of public officers in Asian countries, 2018. International workshop in preventing election violence in Asia, tools for practice for policymakers in Thailand, 2018. Conference in Election Integrity, Cybersecurity and Reliability of Information Digital Area of Annual Meeting of Election Management Bodies, Georgia, USA in 2019, and finally he went to Australia, the invitation of Government of Australia as an Australian Federal Election Visitors Program in 2019. He had many local trainings as well. List is so long, I won't take much time off, wasting much time off on that. True enough, that's why he has become the Commissioner General of Elections in Sri Lanka with his skills and expertise, which he gained from these local and abroad courses. His forte in schools was cricketing and excelled in badminton in university days. Being an administrator, in his professional career, he became the table tennis, not the player as an administrator. His liking to table tennis starting from school days, he has executed in being a professional during his professional career, where he held many appointments in Sri Lanka Table Tennis Association, including representing Sri Lankan Olympic Committee as a member of the committee. From 2008 to date, he is the president of Future Spin Table Tennis Academy. In 2009 to 2012, and from again, he was the secretary in Noakhali District Table Tennis Association, where he started his table tennis administration. Then president of the same association in Noakhali, 2013 and 2014. Then in Sri Lankan Table Tennis Association, Executive Committee member 2009-2010, and its list goes on as treasurer, assistant treasurer, treasurer, and secretary, becoming the secretary in 2013 to 2015. As I said, he's a member of Sri Lanka Olympic Committee from 2013 to 2015. Then he has represented Sri Lanka in table tennis in foreign tournaments as well. In 2010, in July, he was the manager of Sri Lankan table tennis team to Asia Junior Table Tennis Championship, Bangkok, Thailand, and managed Sri Lankan table tennis team in 2012 to Asian Table Tennis Championship in Macau, and finally in 2014 he was an official in Sri Lanka delegation to Commonwealth Game in Scotland. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have summarized the younger days and 30 years of his professional administrative career. I believe I have done a justice to his illustrious career and our brotherhood sharing 30 years, 50 years. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the incumbent guardian of democracy in Sri Lanka, as I said earlier, and he ensures all of ours one of the basic right, the right of voting of the entire citizenry of the country. Mr. Saman Sri Ratnayaka, our beloved 83 group member and our classmate, we wish you all the success in years to come and good luck to serve many more years to citizenry of Sri Lanka, our motherland. Thank you.
Thank you very much to Major General Adipa Tilakaratne for that message, paying tribute to the many achievements of Mr. Saman Ratnayaka. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for us to present the Felicitation memento to Mr. Saman Ratnayaka, and to do the honors of the same, I'd like to invite back the principal of Ananda College, Mr. Lal Disanaika, accompanied by the past president and incumbent EXCO member of the Ananda College Old Boys Association Group of 83, Mr. Sajit Vijayamana. Let's put our hands together, ladies and gentlemen, as we have our principal join us up. And hopefully we have Mr. Sajid Vijayamana joining as well. Yes, we do. And as they join us, we now have this opportunity to pay tribute to the Commissioner General of Elections, Sri Lanka. Let's put our hands together for Mr. Saman Sri Ratnayaka. There we have it, Mr. Saman Sri Ratnayaka, once again, the Commissioner General of Elections, Sri Lanka. And as we thank our principal, we would like to now invite Mr. Saman Ratnayaka to say a few words.
සුබ සන්ධ්‍යාවක් සියලුම දෙනාට මා හිතුවත් අන්‍ය විද්‍යාලයේ ගරු විදුහල්පතිතුමනි මම හිතන්නේ මගේ ගෝලෙක් එක අවස්ථාවකදී මැතිවරණ සම්බන්ධයෙන් ඒ වගේම අන්‍ය විද්‍යාලයේ ආදිශ සංගමේ හිටපු සභාපතිවරුන් වන ඉසුරු සමරසිංහ මහත්මයාත් ඒ වගේම අශෝක කරුණාරත්න මහත්මයාත් ඒ වගේම සියලුම ආදී අන්‍ය සංගමේ සියලුම නිලධාරී මහත්තුන්ගේ අවසරයි විශේෂයෙන්ම අපේ අද දින මාත් එක්කම මේ උපහාරයට ලක් වෙච්ච 6-11 වසරේ මගේ පන්තියේ සගය නිර්මාල් සිල්වාත් ආනන්ද ජීවිතේ පටන් ගත්ත අවස්ථාවේ හිටපු පන්ති සගයෙක් ඒ වගේම ආනන්ද ජීවිතය අවසන් කරේ 12 C2 එකේ හිටපු බිමල් විජේසිංහත් එක්ක මේ අවස්ථාවට මටත් උපහාර දැක්වීම සම්බන්ධයෙන් සියලුම 83 කණ්ඩායමේ සිනහට මගේ ගෞරවය ස්තුතිය පුද කර සිටිනවා. මම හිතන්නේ යම්කිසි මගේ ජීවිතේ යම්කිසි සාර්ථකත්වයක් ලැබුවා නම් ඒකේ ප්‍රධානම දේ මගේ දෙමව්පියෝ ඊළඟට ආනන්දය ඊළඟට මගේ පවුල. ඒ කියන්නේ භාර්යාව සහ දරුවෝ දෙදෙනා. අද යම්කිසි සාර්ථකත්වයක් ඉන්නේ මේ කණු තුන උඩ තමයි. ඒත් එක්කම විශේෂයෙන්ම මම හැමදාම කියපු දෙයක් තමයි විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයක ගන්න අධ්‍යාපනයට වඩා අපි ආනන්දයෙන් ගන්න දැනුම ඉතාම විශාලයි කියන එක. මොකද අපි අවුරුදු 7ක විශ්වවිද්‍යාල ජීවිතයක් හිටියා. ඊට පස්සේ තවත් අවුරුදු ගණනාවක් අපි අනිකුත් උපාධි සඳහා විශ්වවිද්‍යාල ගත කරා. හැබැයි ආනන්දේ 76 සිට 83 දක්වා ඒ ගත්ත අත්දැකීම් ඒ කොහෙන්වත් අපිට ලැබුණේ නැහැ. අද අපි මම නැගිටලා ඉන්නේ ඒ කාලය තුල ආනන්දේ ලැබිච්ච ඒ දැනුම සහ ඒ කොන්ද කෙලින් තියන වැඩ කරන්න පුළුවන් ඉඩකඩ සකස් කර දීම තුලයි. මම හිතන්නේ ඒ නිසා මම ස්තුතිවන්ත වෙනවා සියලුම 83 කණ්ඩායමේ සියලුම සහෝදරයන්ට මේ අවස්ථාවේ මේ සඳහා මාව තෝරා ගැනීම සම්බන්ධනුත් ඒ වගේම මට රාජකාරී ජීවිතයේ යම්කිසි ආකාරයකට සියලුම ආකාරයේ ගැටුම් තත්ත්වයන් තුල ඔබ කවුරුත් නොදන්නා පීඩනයක් නැවතන අවස්ථාවන් තියෙනවා. මැතිවරණයක් පැවැත්වෙන අවස්ථාව විශේෂයෙන් පහුගිය මැතිවරණ ගණනාවම ගත්තයන් පස්සේ ඒ සෑම වෙලාවකදීම මම කලින් කිව්වා වගේ මට ස්ථාවරව ඉඳගෙන මගේ කටයුතු කරන්න ශක්තිය සහ ධෛර්යය ලැබුණේ ආනන්දෙන් සහ මගේ පවුලෙන්. ඒ හින්දා මම නැවතත් මේ අද මේ සංවිධානය කිරීම සම්බන්ධයෙන් ඔබ සියලුම දෙනාට ගෞරව කරන ගාම පැමිණීම සම්බන්ධ විශේෂයෙන්ම අපි දන්නවා මෙවැනි උත්සවයක් සංවිධානය කිරීමේදී මේ කාලය තුල මේ කාලවකවානුවත් එක බැලුවෙන් පස්සේ පැමිණීම සම්බන්ධයෙන් ඉතාම අපහසුතාවයන් තියෙන තත්වයක් තුලත් අද දින අපි වෙනුවෙන් අපි තිදෙනා වෙනුවෙන් ඔබ පැමිණි ඔබ සියලු දෙනාටම මම ගෞරව පිරිනමන ගමන් සියලුම දෙනාට සුබ අනාගතයක් ප්‍රාර්ථනා කරනවා.
Thank you very much to Mr. Saman Ratnayaka for sharing your thoughts with us, and the group of 83 is indeed very delighted to pay tribute to your brilliant success. Ladies and gentlemen, as we are almost drawing close to the end of our official proceedings, let's remember that our event today has been an endeavor that has come together thanks to the time, the talent, the energy and the efforts of several contributors and individuals, and we would now like to take this opportunity to offer our deep gratitude to all of the individuals involved for their invaluable aid and assistance. So to now sum up all of our appreciation in a vote of thanks, please join me in welcoming the Joint Secretary of the Ananda College Old Boys Association Group of 83. Let's welcome back Major General Adipa Tilakaratne.
distinguished invitees, ladies and gentlemen, hope you are cherishing the ceremony. Yes, ceremony of this magnitude does not happen in overnight. It is the effort and sweat of many. First, let me thank you profusely, Mr. Bimal Vijay Singh, Mr. Samansri Ratnayaka, Mr. Nirmal Silva, and their lady spouses and family members for accepting our invitation and joining with us today in this gracious evening at this felicitation ceremony for top achievers of 83 group. And then my sincere, profound thank goes to our distinguished invitees, Mr. Lal Disanayaka, Sir, our principal, Mr. Dushmanta Karannagoda, immediate past president of Anand College Old Boys Association, Mr. Isuru Samarasinghe and Mr. Ashoka Karunaratna, past presidents of Anand College Old Boys Association, and other officials of Anand College Old Boys Association. Thank you very much, sir, and thank you very much, Ayas, for coming and gracing this occasion and giving us encouragement for all of us as well as these top achievers. Thank you very much. Then, ladies and gentlemen, our next big thank goes to the president of Anand College Old Boys Association 83 Group, Mr. Lalit De Silva, and its EXCO members for mooting this idea way back in late 2019, knowing that Bimal would become the president of Anand College Old Boys Association in 2022, and we were planning from then. And thereafter, all the members of Group 83 rallied around with the group president and its EXCO and ensured that this is a reality, as you all see today. So, Lalit and all our EXCO members and all our group members who are here, as well as not present today in Sri Lanka, as well as abroad, our expertise batchmates, expertise group members, group members, expatriate group members, expatriate classmates, expatriate batchmates who are weaving this ceremony on YouTube or viral. Thank you very much, brothers, for assisting the Anand College Old Boys Association Group 83 to host this event, to ensuring and encouraging and accepting and making them work more committedly and dedicatedly to the mother Sri Lanka. So thank you very much, dear brothers, for your effort and your assistance and your commitment. Thank you very much. Then our thank goes to the hotel management of Kingsbury Hotel, where they have excellently set the stage for this top achievers event, felicitation ceremony. Without their assistance, we wouldn't have been done this event so excellently. Thank you very much, the hotel management of Hotel Kingsbury. Then our special thank goes to Mr. Rohit, our own group member, Mr. Rohit Hettiarji, and his team, who has done a wonderful job in doing the laying out of this audiovisual apparatus and laying down this nice video show and doing the live telecast. Rohit, thank you very much, our own batchmates. We should not forget our compere, Mr. Trishma Pinto. Very last stage, we were able to contact her, but as she was witnessing now, she's doing an excellent job. Thank you, Trishma. We hope you will continue with us in our many events to come. Then our thanks goes to our band. We are yet to see their performances after the terminating of this ceremony per se. And thank you very much, the band, for coming and joining with us to entertaining us in this magnanimous ceremony. Thank you very much. Finally, our thanks goes to the Sri Lanka's artillery, where they have, in short notice, they have given us, extended the assistance of bagpipers for a procession. So thank you very much, the Sri Lanka Regiment of Sri Lanka Artillery, for giving their bagpipers. And next, our thanks should go to our usherers, two usherers, Miss Bianca and his counterpart, his colleague. Thank you, Miss Bianca, coming over here and joining with us and doing an excellent job being usherers to this event. Thank you very much. There are many others who I may have not named, called by name. So if I miss any name by mistake, please forgive me, please bear with me, and I thank them all as well. And with this, we conclude this event, and thank you very much for all prestigious invitees as well as the top achievers for gracing this occasion once again and joining with us and enjoy this top achievers felicitation ceremony. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to Major General Adipa Tilakaratne for those warm words of gratitude expressed to everybody involved in making tonight a memorable function. But of course, we do also have to thank the organizers of this event as well, because they have gone all out to ensure that we have a fantastic and memorable event here this evening. So can we please put our hands together for the organizers tonight? Come on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on that note, we're not officially done yet because we still have one last item on the agenda, and that, of course, is yet another dance performance, ladies and gentlemen. We would like to add splendor and grandeur to our celebrations tonight. So before we wrap up, one last dance performance. And so let's welcome back our wonderful dance troupe from Sway Dancers. Let's put our hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for them.
Brand new for the island again. I don't know. Right across the world and to the nation. Darling, darling, you look so pretty to be alone. Only if you tell me that you be my own. Darling, you look so pretty to be alone. Your body, let the girls them know. Ayuraki Kari, Unmadi, Hangul Matadevi, Sipagani, Tadoni, Visekari. Sungari katonaliyavi nadakari sani matvevi sulaloke inahawa govisekari oya punul kuna suduneriya nalavana range hito bagawa nawati bage oya mudusu andalaya madala pettana vise magine kutsare obaturule
ළඟ ගැටුණුදා දැනුණු හැඟුම හද පුරා ඔය නිතඹ දෙස බලා සිහිය අතර මග තියා දුර දුරක මම ගියා නොදැනි ලොව නතර වෙලා මුදු සිහිනය කිනුරා හිඳිනි නුඹේ ළඟ මෙමා නැසුණා සේ ඉවත බලා ගියා සුදු නුඹටම පේවිලා නුඹගෙන ගිය හිතම 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 නැසුණා සේ ඉවත බලා ගියා සුදු නුඹටම පේවිලා නුඹගෙන ගිය හිතම 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 හිතම
මහිත ගත්ත ඒ සුරංගනාවී දකින්න යලි දෙනුවන් හඬාවී මනස පුරා එරුව ගලාවී හිනෙන්දු නාදරේ සුව පතාවී එන්න පමාවී වතෙන්න මනාලී ආදර අමෘත මතෙමු මනාරි ආයෙත් හින ගානේ නැවිත් සබාරි දැවටි නැවති ඉන්න මං ගාවිම ආදරේ වැඩි වෙලා තව කවදාවත් නැ ඇති වෙලා මව කුණටුකට මැදි වෙලා වගේ මගේ පාලනේ නැති වෙලා ඔයාගේ ඩාංගලේ දැක්කදා ඉඳ මං රාගයේ පැටලිලා ඔය උන් මාදයෙන් කැළඹිලා කොහොමද ඉන්නේ කාමයෙන් වැළකිලා baby
නැසුණා සේ ඉවත බලා ගියා සුදු නුඹටම පේවිලා නුඹගෙන ගිය හිතම 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 නැසුණා සේ ඉවත බලා ගියා සුදු නුඹටම පේවිලා නුඹගෙන ගිය හිතම 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 හිතම
Well, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we now draw the curtains to the felicitation ceremony of Top Achievers, organized by the Anand College Group of 83. And we trust that it's been a vibrant and a meaningful evening for all of you as we celebrated our most eminent and prominent batchmates in style. I see you're already enjoying the fellowship and the cocktails, ladies and gentlemen, so we invite the rest of you as well to please join in with dinner. And on that note, I'd now like to introduce our band for tonight, which is Uppy, and they will be keeping you company over the rest of the evening. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you for your presence and participation, and I wish you a lovely evening ahead. It's now over to the band.